Good morning, guys. I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. Blueberry and jelly pancakes. And my trusty coffee. Then I'm going to watch a little bit of YouTube and then I'm going to get started on my work. I'll see you guys in a bit.
What's up, guys? So like always, I wanted to mix it up. This is footage from Thursday, June 16th. This was my high volume legs hypertrophy day. On this day I did sets of 12 of 315 on squats and even went up to 16 reps with 315 on deadlift. Now guys, if you're watching the footage, you can see that my depth is not that great. Here's the thing. On really high volume days, when I'm coming down and up a lot, it puts a lot more stress on my knees. So I can't hit past parallel or 2 parallel on every single rep like I do on my power days. So when I'm doing 405 for a double or for a triple, I'm not really putting that much pressure on my legs because I'm only doing a couple reps. I'm doing a high volume legs workout. I'm doing like sometimes hundreds of reps, and that can really tear my knees up if I'm not careful. So I have to really be careful on these high volume days, and that goes for anybody with knee problems. If you don't have knee problems, don't bullshit yourself and say, oh, I can't go to parallel, blah blah blah, I have whatever. If you actually have knee problems and you go past parallel and then you can't walk the next day like me or like some other people, then if you have a high volume leg day, be safe. Don't squat past parallel. Just get a good stretch in the quads, a good stretch in the glutes, and come back up. On your power days, you can go a little lower because you're doing a lot less volume and it's not putting as much stress on the knees. But what I actually wanted to talk about today was meal plans versus IFFYM. So there's a lot of controversy between if you're going to go on a meal plan or if it fits your macros, and basically I wanted to take a subchapter out of the book that I'm writing and go ahead and talk about it for a second for you guys. Meal plans versus IFFYM. It's kind of like a war. Yep, it's a little like a war. Should I really go there? Yeah, let's go there. Let me start this unbiased dispute off by saying that IFFYM and meal plans are one and the same. When you diet on a meal plan, the meal plan is based off of hitting consistent macros. One way that meal plans take the cake over IFFYM is the fact that you prepare all of your meals ahead of time, either once a week or twice a week, and then you don't have to think about your food at all. Once you have all of your meals prepared, which takes a couple of hours, once or twice a week, you don't need to think about numbers, hitting numbers, making sure you hit macros by the end of the day, making sure you don't go over macros. You don't have to worry about numbers or focus on food at all. You simply eat the meals you have laid out for yourself and go on about your day. Say you have more food choices, more freedom when counting macros, but at the same time you have to think about food all day and count numbers all day. Would you rather have little structure with your diet but be calculating macros all day to hit your numbers, or have a set meal plan where you stick to only that meal plan, no numbers, no counting? You see, counting macros makes you more food focused. Meal plans restrict your food choices. Being food focused and restricting oneself can both have negative effects on your relationship to food. So basically what I'm saying is, if macros or meal plans are done wrong, or you take them to heart, or you're that type of person that just doesn't do well with either of them, they can screw up your relationship to food and cause you to binge or cause you to starve yourself. I think having a staple carb source, protein source, and fat source is the way to go 100%. This structure is a product of meal planning. I also believe that you need to not be overly restrictive when you want something that may not be on your meal plan. I like to look at meal plans as a template. You can have 2 to 3 carb sources to alternate between to keep things from getting stale, 2 to 3 protein sources, and even 2 to 3 fat sources. And the option to alternate between protein shakes, protein brownies, or protein pancakes, with the occasional protein cookie. Now, in my opinion, this is how a meal plan ought to be designed. All 6 of your meals set, but if you want to swap out one of the 6 meals for a protein shake or a protein brownie one day, do it. If you want to swap out one of your meals from being egg whites and oatmeal to being a protein pancake with sugar-free syrup and blueberries, do it. Contrary to popular belief, you can actually easily eat out with your friends on a meal plan. If meal 5 is chicken, sweet potato, and broccoli, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you could have eaten out with your friends. Just about anywhere that has that meal option. When you go out to eat for one of your meals, just make sure to tell them no butter, steam the veggies, no brown sugar on your sweet potato, no oil or butter on your rice. Instead, put Splenda on your sweet potato. Also, make sure whether you're eating steak, fish, or chicken that it's also not cooked in any high-fat oils or butters unless you're purposely trying to get extra fats in that meal. In that case, go for it. You can basically do the same thing that you can do on macros as on meal plans. They're not that much different, guys. This is why I look at them both pretty much the same. Macros and meal plans are like father and son. Either of them can get you to your goals, but a meal plan can beat counting macros any day if it's put together correctly. What I mean by that, guys, is if you're on a meal plan and it's structured 6 meals out a day and you have your meals set, all right, breakfast is going to be 10 egg whites and a couple of yolks and some oatmeal and some blueberries. The next meal is going to be a chicken, sweet potato, and vegetables meal. The next meal is going to be a protein shake or a protein brownie. The next meal is going to be a chicken and rice meal. The next meal is going to be a fish and sweet potato meal, and then the meal before you go to bed is going to be, maybe a protein brownie or a protein shake or whatever you have programmed in your meal plan. That's, in my opinion, a little easier than just freeballing it and just trying to hit macros. When you do hit macros, what I recommend is hitting macros with the same foods every day. Get your staple carb sources, get your staple fat sources, and get your staple protein sources, and hit your macros with those foods. Make sort of a meal plan out of it. But at the same time, have your macros, have your numbers, your fat numbers, your carb numbers, and your protein numbers that you need to hit that you need to hit at the end of the day. And if you want to switch out one of your meals, one of your sweet potato and chicken and vegetable meals for something completely weird and different that still fits your macros, do it. Or heck, if one day you want to have like 2 or 3 meals instead of 6 meals, do it. What I like to say, guys, is have a structured macro plan, meal plan set out every day. Whether you're just counting macros or whether you're just meal prepping or you're on a meal plan, know your macros, know your numbers, and keep a structure every day. Even if you're just eating 2 or 3 times a day. Even if you're intermittent fasting in the morning and then eating 3 big meals a day, and that's your eating structure. Keep it the same. Keep the same complex carbs, high quality proteins, and high quality sources of fat in there. And then when you want something, when you want a protein brownie, when you want a pancake, when you want, heck, if you're counting macros, you can fit really anything in that you want when you want it. Granted that you have the macros left in the day. And that's another thing, guys. If you actually want some full fat ice cream, plan for it. Save those 10 grams of fat for the end of the day. Save those 30 carbs for the end of the day. Guys, if you want to make a pizookie like I made on my last video, save those 12 grams of fat. Save those 54 carbs. You can do that. You can plan for that. Save the carbs for the ice cream. Save the carbs for the cookie. Make sure the fat is there. So you might have to save close to like 15, 16 grams of fat and like 80, 90 carbs. But, if you save those 80, 90 carbs and that 15 to 20 grams of fat that one day and you have that pizookie, it's really, really cool to know, like, I just made a pizookie and ate it, and I'm still counting macros. I'm still on my meal plan, and I'm still losing weight. So whether you're counting macros or on a meal plan, guys, they're not really that much different. They're really the same thing. Meal plans are just the classic way of looking at it. Counting macros is a more flexible way. So what do you think of the video, guys? Do you want to see more voiceover workouts like this? Are you enjoying the knowledge? Do you want to see more cool edits? Do you want to see more vlogs? You guys tell me what you want to see, and I'll start making more of it. Some of you guys told me you wanted to see the Cobra, so I started putting the Cobra on my videos more. Some people told me they did want to see more voiceovers, so I'm making more voiceovers. Personally, I really like cool edits, cool workouts, so I'm still going to do that some. I like vlogging, so I'm still going to do that some. I like answering as many of you guys' questions as I can, so I'm still going to do that. So my videos are going to be a mix of voiceover workouts, vlogs and voiceover workouts, really cool edits and vlogs, really cool edits, voiceover workouts, vlogs, all that mixed together. Some occasional just informative videos where I'm just sitting in my room answering a question, staring into your soul while I'm answering the question. And yeah, who knows what kind of videos are going to come, guys? Who knows? Did you know that I'm actually just trying to pass time until this workout ends? Because it's actually really interesting trying to time the ending of your voiceover to the ending of your workout. Now, look at me. Check out my dinner. Sake. Make sure if you eat sake and you're on a caloric deficit, don't get the damn sauce. Don't get the shrimp sauce. Oh yeah, cake and ice cream. If it fits your mouth. If it fits your intuitive. Oh yeah. And I'm still losing weight, guys. All love. I'll see you next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I don't say that for my health, guys. Please like my stuff. I will love you forever. I will find you and hug you whenever I go to a fit expo and you're there. All love, guys. I'll see you next time.